Advocacy Collaborative, and today we're making veggie lasagna.
Alright, we chose veggie lasagna because it's cheap, it's relatively cheap, and it has some ingredients that you might find in your fridge or that are relatively easy to find at a store.
So first, we're going to preheat our oven to 350.
And then we're going to start boiling the water.
Now we're going to chop our veggies. We're first going to start with the onion. So what we're going to do to chop the onion is that we're going to chop it in half through the 2 cores. So now you have 2 halves. Next, we're going to peel the onion. So now we have 2 halves. First, you're going to cut off one side of the core, like this. So now basically you have half of a softball. So what we're going to do, keep watching your fingers, you're going to cut horizontally into the onion. Two cuts how to do it. You don't want to cut through the core because the core is right now keeping the onion slices together. So now we're going to cut vertically. So watching your fingers again, so just make little cuts through the top of the onion. So now, keeping the tip of your knife on the cutting board, you're just going to make a cut down this onion slice. And you will get even chopped onion pieces.
Onions are in this recipe because they contain flavonoids that act as antioxidants and help support your immune system.
So now we have 1 onion chopped. Moving on to the carrot. So this recipe calls for 2 carrots that are peeled and grated. So take a vegetable peeler and peel the carrots. Cut off both ends of the carrot. And grate.
Carrots are a great vegetable because they contain vitamin A and fiber. Vitamin A helps keep your eyes and skin healthy, and then fiber kind of helps with digestion, and it also helps to keep you full.
Okay, so now we have the carrot grated and peeled and the onion chopped, and now we're going to move on to the zucchini. So first we're going to take the zucchini and we're going to cut off both ends like we did with the carrot. Watching your fingers, just cut it in the middle. Then flip both sides over so the flat side is on the cutting board. Again, we're just going to cut it in half. So now we have 4 sections of the zucchini. So now, like we did with the onion, we're going to keep the tip of the knife on the cutting board, and we're just going to run our knife through the zucchini, and we're going to get thin quarters.
Zucchini is a great source of vitamin C and potassium. Vitamin C is an antioxidant, and it helps with the immune system. And then potassium kind of helps with the fluid balance of your body, so it counteracts the sodium that you take in.
Alright, now we have all of our vegetables chopped and ready to saute.
Alright, so we're going to add the extra virgin olive oil to the saucepan.
Olive oil is a monounsaturated fat and it's good for your heart, but it is high in calories, so consume in moderation.
Sauteing is just another form of cooking. It means that you're using a small amount of fat and you're using high heat.
Yeah. We're going to saute the vegetables for about 5 minutes until the onions are translucent. Basically, you can see through the onion. Now that our onions have sweated and are now translucent, we are going to open the can of mushrooms, drain them, and then add them.
Mushrooms are a great source of B vitamins, and your body uses B vitamins to produce energy, as well as help with your carb metabolism and fat metabolism.
And we're just going to saute that for a couple more minutes.
So once the flavors are well blended, about 2 or 3 minutes once the mushrooms are in there, we're going to add a little bit of cottage cheese. Cheese is a great source of protein. Your body uses protein to build and maintain muscle, and it also helps with your concentration and focus.
This recipe is also completely vegetarian. It offers 22 grams of protein per serving thanks to the cottage cheese. So we're gonna let this saute for another 5 minutes. While the vegetables are sauteing, we're gonna boil the pasta noodles.
So you use a 16-ounce container of lasagna noodles.
If you have a smaller pan at home, don't worry, the noodles will cook down and they will soften to fit into the pan. We're gonna cook the noodles for about 4 to 5 minutes until they're soft and pliable. We don't wanna cook them all the way, or as the Italians say it, al dente. Okay, so the pasta has been boiling for about 4 to 5 minutes, so now we're gonna drain them. Okay, we're gonna run them under cold water so it stops the cooking process. Okay, so now our vegetable mixture has been cooking with the cottage cheese and we're gonna drain it. The reason that we drain is that the cheese and vegetables give off a lot of water and we don't want to make the lasagna mushy.
Alright, so now we're going to start layering the lasagna.
We're going to start with a 9x13 baking pan and grease it with a cooking spray like Pam. First, we're going to add a little bit of tomato sauce to the bottom of the pan so the noodles don't stick and adds flavor to the bottom.
Alright, so once we have the first layer of sauce down, we're going to start laying down the noodles.
Next, we're going to add half of the veggie mixture. After the veggies, we're going to add a third of the bag of cheese. Now repeat. Sauce, noodles, veggies, and cheese.
Now we're going to cover it with aluminum foil and have it bake in the oven.
We will be baking it off for 30 minutes with the aluminum foil on, and then we're going to remove the aluminum foil and cook it for additional 10 to 15 minutes or until the cheese is nice and bubbly.